If you've ever wondered whether he's truly thinking about you, even when he doesn't show it, try this simple exercise. It takes only 30 seconds to feel the truth. You might be used to checking his social media, waiting for messages, or reading into every little sign, but none of that brings real peace. The most powerful confirmation comes from your own energy, your own alignment. Carl Jung taught that a thought infused with emotion can reshape our brain chemistry, and more importantly, it affects others through unconscious energetic pathways. With this 33-second technique, you'll notice a shift not only in him but in yourself. You won't need to chase, beg, or doubt. In this video, I'll walk you through a 10-second mental alignment, a vivid emotional visualization that touches his subconscious mind, and a closing ritual that often brings real results within 48 hours. Sounds too good to be true? Listen to the women who have already tried this. They didn't force anything. They simply allowed themselves to step into their power. And suddenly, messages, calls, and subtle gestures began to appear. You could be next. Stay until the end because I'll guide you step by step. I'll also reveal the one mistake 90% of people make that blocks this energetic connection. So take a deep breath, because what you're about to feel is your proof. If someone pops into your mind unexpectedly, it's not random. But when you start appearing in someone else's thoughts, without contact or effort, that's a sign of real energetic linkage. And that's what we're activating today. Before we dive into the 33-second process, we need to understand why your previous efforts, like visualizations, affirmations, or silent wishes, may not have worked. The key is vibration. What emotional state were you in when you reached for him energetically? Most people make the mistake of manifesting from a place of lack. They visualize while feeling lonely, speak affirmations while doubting them, or hope desperately while fearing rejection. And the energy they send out isn't love, it's absence. What we'll do here is different. Carl Jung described a core truth in psychological manifestation. It's not the outer world that shapes your thoughts. It's your internal state that recreates your world. And as Neville Goddard said, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. So instead of thinking, I want to be on his mind, you will become someone who is already there in his thoughts. Your body must feel it as truth. That's when your electromagnetic field shifts, your chemistry changes, and a powerful resonance reaches him, without needing logic or belief. He will feel it because he's human. But this doesn't work as an idea. It only works when your body believes it's real. That's why this is not just a guided talk, it's an experience. You'll align three powerful centers: the mind for intention, the heart for emotional charge, and the body as a vessel of energetic memory. When these align, your intention is no longer wishful thinking. It becomes a living signal. This is not magic. It's biology, consciousness, energy. Now ask yourself honestly, are you willing to release the fear of, is he thinking of me? So you can finally feel the answer? Because this isn't about controlling the outcome. It's about trusting yourself, tapping into a knowing that doesn't need proof. This flips the whole dynamic. When a woman no longer needs to be chosen, her vibration becomes irresistible. And that's when he begins to feel her again. Not because she reached out, but because she aligned inwardly. Again, he doesn't need to believe in this. He just needs to be human. Your energy does the rest. So let's prepare. We'll begin by activating those three centers: your conscious intention, your emotional frequency, and your body's memory. When these are in sync, your desire becomes a vibration that travels, quietly but powerfully. Before I show you the 33-second practice, let's clear the channel. If you try this technique while you're scattered, anxious, or doubtful, your energy is diluted. Our goal is coherence between thought, feeling, and action. Everyone at some point has felt someone else's presence without explanation. A memory, a sudden emotion, a pressure in the chest. That's energy. That's the signal. And now you're going to create it, consciously. Carl Jung said when we combine an inner image with elevated feeling, we tap into the collective unconscious. You send a psychic pulse, and the outer world responds in kind. Let's begin. 1. Quiet the mind. Find a place to be alone, even for a few minutes. It doesn't need to be silent, just enough to turn inward. Morning or evening is ideal when your energy field is calmer. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. No need to meditate formally, just observe your breathing. In and out. If thoughts come, let them float by like passing clouds. This isn't about controlling your mind. It's about softening it so your energy can flow freely. Do this for 1 minute. Just presence, just breath. 2. Feel the desire without lack. Now think of him, not as someone distant or absent. Think of him as someone who right now is thinking of you. Imagine that at this moment, for no reason, he pauses in thought and remembers something about you. Maybe your laugh, maybe your voice, maybe a feeling. Don't visualize like you're watching a movie. Feel it, in your body. What would it feel like to know he's thinking of you in this exact moment? Let that awareness land. Breathe it in. Don't question if it's real. Just breathe as if it is. Remember, the body doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. This emotional breathing is where your biochemistry starts to shift and where the real magic begins. Step 3. Choose your anchor gesture. Pick a physical gesture, a small one. Touch the center of your chest, rest your hand on your heart, or press your fingers lightly between your eyebrows. This gesture is your anchor. When you use it, you'll remind your body to connect to this energy. Right now, do this gesture slowly, with presence. Breathe while doing it. Look at yourself in a mirror if you like, not to judge, but to recognize the woman reclaiming her power. Hold that energy. It's yours now, i.e., the 33-second activation. Now that your mind, body, and energy are aligned, we begin the final step. You no longer need signs. You are the sign. Important, these 33 seconds require full presence. No distractions, no doubts. Just you, your intention, and the gesture. Get into position. Do your chosen gesture. Now, close your eyes and visualize this. He's in his daily life, working, walking, scrolling. Then suddenly you come to mind, without any reason. A memory, a feeling, a scent. He pauses. His heart stirs. That's you. That's the signal. Feel that moment. Do your gesture. Let your body absorb this certainty. How does your chest feel? Your breath, your skin? Let your body become the message, i.e., the emotional charge. Now add the emotion, not fear, not longing, but love, gratitude, certainty. Say softly, "He is thinking of me." I don't need to prove it. I feel it. I am already in his thoughts. Let this truth settle, not as hope, but as knowing. Keep breathing, gesture, feel. This moment is your broadcast, i.e., the closure. Now, gently release the visualization. Let it go like a finished song, not with sadness, but trust. Take one last breath. Release the gesture and say, "May my signal go where it is meant to be received. I welcome the response without needing it. I am open. I am ready." Open your eyes. It is done. Now, here's the most important part. What you do after this determines how well it works. Most people sabotage their energy with anxious thoughts like, "When will he text?" Or, "What if nothing happens?" That's like watering a plant and then digging it up to check the roots. Let your signal grow. Step 1. Silence is power. Don't talk about what you did. Don't explain it. Let it settle like sacred soil. Your vibration speaks louder than words. Step 2. The refuge gesture. Throughout your day, do your gesture again, just for a moment. Not to repeat the signal, but to remember that it's already been sent. This is not reactivating. It's confirming. Step 3. The neutral reminder. Instead of obsessing over affirmations, simply say, "The signal has already been sent." Energy is doing its work. No need to force. Just allow. Step 4. The opening breath. Once a day, place your hand on your chest. Take 3 slow, present breaths. Ask for nothing. Expect nothing. Just be open. This signals the universe. I am receptive. I am at peace. I.e., what not to do. 1. Don't repeat the exercise compulsively. Once is enough, unless your body naturally feels drawn again later. 2. Don't monitor his every move. Obsessing over signs shuts the flow. True alignment feels peaceful, not anxious. 3. Don't share this work prematurely. Protect the vibration. Let it grow in silence. I.e., remember, this isn't about acting like you already have what you want. It's about genuinely vibrating as someone who feels it's already here. You don't need attention. You radiate presence. You don't need proof. You already know. Let him come into your thoughts and smile. Of course. He's thinking of me, too. Because now you are no longer waiting. You are receiving. You're not chasing a connection. You've become it. And that's the shift. Thank you for being here, for choosing your own energy, and for remembering the power was always yours.